Hi everybody, this is Johnny Van Zant with our new dog Quinn. You're watching Audioprism with Vanessa Hundley on American Hearts Radio, Web TV.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. We are back again. Al's telling me to talk louder, so I'm going to talk louder now. All right, guys. So anyway, back again, episode 5 of the Audioprism Show. As always, we have so many great things to talk about today. I had a blast of a weekend this past weekend, and it's doing the variety of events that I like to do. And starting with Friday night, I was at La Meridian Hotel off Perimeter, and we're doing like a really cool deep house lounge thing that turned into a great dance party in the later night, and that's with Atlanta Social Events. That will be a monthly party, so keep an eye on my website and Facebook and everything else for details. And I wanted to say that tonight we're going to be going over choreography, large-scale production. We're going to be talking about the Global Humanitarian Summit, and we have a little promo video for the Lucky 13 opening in Panama City Beach, Florida, and that's for Full Throttle Magazine with Randy Snyder, who unfortunately could not make it tonight, but we're going to play his video anyway, because it's going to be a lot of fun for you Panama City people out there. First and foremost, guys, is all about the music. Let's start with tunes. This month I have an interesting mix of Swedish and Irish for both categories, and you'll understand why in a few minutes. First, we're going to go off the charts. Our next song is by a contemporary Irish artist, because of course it is the week of St. Patrick's Day, which I'm blaming that on, at least partially, maybe could have influenced some of the guests that couldn't show up. Haha. No, I'm just joking, guys. I understand. Most of these people have really been working hard trying to pull together a lot of projects, especially ones to benefit other people. So I love these people, and I can't wait until I can actually bring them on in person for you. But this group, back to the music, is called Wyvern Lingo. It's an alt-pop trio. It consists of Karen Cowley, Quiva Berry, and Saoirse Duane. Irish names, look them up. I had to go through a pronunciation thing on YouTube because I want to make sure so bad that I didn't mess them up. They've been harmonizing together since their school days. They draw from a number of inspirations to create a range of music from haunting to happy. They play their own instruments and recently opened for Hosier, and Karen Crowley was also featured on one of Hosier's hits from his self-titled album. This song is called Letter to Willow.
You are no child. Look at yourself and be wise. Choose your battles correctly. I am not your enemy, even if you need me to be. Willow, I am childlike. Condemn me for my youth. Paranoia is aging. It is unbecoming of you. You are a victim of yourself. You are a victim of yourself. You know it's true. He does not love you. You know it's true. And it's not my fault. You know it's true. He does not love you. You know it's true. And it's not my willow. Have the years not seen?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, that's Wyvern Lingo. And remember, all the music that you hear on here, there are links to it in the description below this video. So the minute you hear it, you can go find the song, go on, find more information about the artist. Now it's time to dial it back a little bit, guys. We're going to the resurrection section of our music. and gentlemen, playing along with the Swedish-Irish thing. Our first song is by ABBA. It's called Take a Chance on Me. Now, everybody knows ABBA. They are a huge supergroup. They've been around, well, actually, they were active from 1974 to 1982. But throughout the 80s and 90s, especially with Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and some other notable movies, people started paying more attention to their music, and it's gone through a huge revival. And, you know, if you haven't seen Mamma Mia, what rock have you been under lately? They are formed of a variety of members, but my printer didn't work right, and I can't pronounce the Swedish names without them. But needless to say, guys, go look them up. They're great. They're made up of two married couples. Both marriages actually dissolved at the height of their popularity, so that's why towards the end of their category, the music gets a little more somber and a little more introspective. This is one of the first singles in which ABBA did not have any input from their manager, Stig Anderson. He had put his input in on a lot of their songs before Take a Chance on Me, but it was Anderson and Ulvaeus, the two men of the group, that did a lot of the songwriting and really, really pushed forward. So we're going to play Take a Chance on Me, because it's fun, and we should.
If you change your mind, I'm the first in line. Honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. If you need me, let me know. Gonna be around. If you got your place to go when you're feeling down. If you're all alone, when the pretty birds have flown, honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. Gonna do my very best, and it ain't no lie. If you put me to the test, if you let me try, take a chance on me. That's all I
All right, guys. So, second part of Resurrection is all about the Dropkick Murphys. If you've been anywhere this past weekend, chances are you heard this song play, but it's got a really, really interesting pedigree. There's not many places you can go, obviously, like I said, to hear this song over the week, but it's the biggest hit for the Dropkick Murphys. This song was actually part of Woody Guthrie's archives. His family had invited the frontman of the Dropkick Murphys, his name is Ken Casey, to come and look at what Woody Guthrie had in his archives. And as Ken was going through those archives, he found these fragmented lines that eventually became eventually became the tale of a sailor peg who lost his leg. And this is called Shipping Up to Boston. I know it's a lot of instrumental at the beginning, but it was so much fun. So yes, guys, of course, if that's not on your Irish playlist, it should be. Now, I am happy to welcome Neil Schulman with me today. He is coming in lieu of Debbie Ellison to talk to us about the Global Humanitarian Summit You were a professor at Emory, where you actually started the summit. So this year it is going to be in Marietta, Georgia. So, and you also wrote Doc Hollywood, which was then turned into a movie, and now it's going to be a Broadway play. So he has entertainment cred and doctor cred. Not necessarily in that order, obviously. But let's talk about the Global Healthy Humanitarian Summit. What is it all about?
Well, have you ever heard of a guy by the name of Martin Luther King?
Yes.
Okay.
Who has not?
That's exactly the answer that I was looking for. Well, he has a sister-in-law who inspired this to start taking place at churches and any place of religion. And it's a place where we get the human species together, no matter what their religion, no matter what their race, no matter whether they're rich or poor, or what country they're from, who do good things. And we cluster them that way. Food for everybody, shelter, peace, health care. And Naomi King is the inspiration for this movement. So the first one, just like Martin Luther King started in Atlanta, Naomi King is starting this at the Unitarian Church in Marietta, starting Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We have people from Africa coming, people from Canada coming,
all
people
over the
from
world
South
coming to attend
America,
this.
and it's totally free. And anybody can speak, anybody can exhibit, and talk about the things they do. And you can cluster and become friends. And then we'd like it to go web wild and have it on the internet, where it doesn't matter if you're from Syria, Israel, whether you're from Mexico, China, the United States. If you're a humanitarian, you unite. Humanitarians unite.
Yes.
And to get all the scoop on this, all you have to do is go to www.globalhumanitariansummit.org.
Yes, and there's a link to that in the description below as well, guys. So you don't even have to go search for it. Literally, just scroll down and click a link. And this is, of course, if you're watching the replay, not live right now.
Yeah, globalhumanitariansummit.org. Now, I will tell you that about...
Now, Naomi King herself is kicking off the speakers Friday evening, right?
Friday evening it starts, Saturday it's Sunday.
And Sunday.
And it's free.
Yes.
And the main thing is, and there's music, there's entertainment, there are people speaking, it's everything. But and if you go to that website, you can see a documentary of one of the ones in the past. But a long time ago, I lived in Washington, D.C., and I took a bus downtown. I walked with a whole bunch of people down Pennsylvania Avenue. I snuck up on the Lincoln Memorial steps, sat next to Sammy Davis Jr., and heard Martin Luther King give his I Have a Dream speech. And I think that people coming to this event with Naomi King
Yes.
and starting this movement, hopefully it'll bring peace to the world. It'll make us proud of being members of the human species.
And we could so use that. You know, with the rise of the electronic age, it almost feels like people get less and less personal, and you really have to step outside of that screen to reach out and be like, you are a person, and I am a person, and we're going to treat each other like people and not just be these anonymous, trolls on the internet just going, well, it's not my problem.
Exactly. And you know, I don't know if you know this about humans. Did you know that humans kill other humans they don't even know and get trophies and awards for it?
Yes, that's quite apparent throughout history books.
I mean,
it's pretty
if we could stop all the wars of the world and take all those resources and put them toward food, shelter, health care, and entertainment.
Yes, exactly. Entertainment's very good for your soul. And if you don't believe so, ask anybody that doesn't entertain themselves. They turn very boring very fast. It stunts your mental growth. You know what? Let's watch a minute from last year's video.
Okay.
Yeah, let's fire that up.
Humanitarian. I mean, my first thought was, does this mean a person who eats humans? A vegetarian eats vegetables, a humanitarian might eat humans. But I thought of that word, humanitarian. And there's a word in English, to tarry. And I looked it up in the dictionary, to tarry, to stay, to find out. Isn't that lovely? To linger, abide, remain, wait, to stay in a place. Humanitarian, to tarry on a need. You see a need and you don't go, You stick around and wonder what you can do.
When I was a little kid, I remember working and trying.
All right, so that was just a tiny brief intro, and just in case you're wondering, guys, that was the real Patch Adams in that video.
Right. And, you know, Unity North in Marietta on Sandy Plains Road is donating their whole church for this. But we want people to copy it.
Yes.
We want synagogues, mosques, every place of prayer, because the best prayers in any religion are acts of kindness. And we want to salute that.
And don't feel limited just by putting in a church. If you have a big social group that really likes to do outreach as well and you want to be part of the Humanitarian Summit, by all means, you know, the more the merrier.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know a lot of those groups that really do get into that too.
Yeah.
So
we want them to have one up in North Korea.
Oh, yeah. That would be wonderful. You know, and they do exist. The humanitarians definitely do exist. Well, guys, Randy Snyder with Full Throttle, like I said earlier, he wanted to meet us here. So while you guys are mulling over your when and how, and you're going to join us at the Unity Church this weekend, that's March 18th, 19th, and 20th, for the Global Humanitarian Summit. And they're also doing, real quick, a youth summit at another church just down the street. So if you have younger children that want to get involved with outreach, or any younger family members, they don't have to be children, teenagers, who, hint, hint, you know, kids get ready to graduate college that need, you know, or graduate high school that need those, you know, community service things. Yeah, this is a great way to hook up with a lot of groups, guys. So.
And you just go to www.globalhumanitariansummit.org. And women are the leaders of this movement.
Very much so. Go, ladies.
But men are allowed to attend.
Yeah, we'll tolerate them. All right, guys. Well, he was saying Randy Snyder from Full Throttle Magazine couldn't make it tonight, but we do have a promo video for his Lucky 13 event in Panama City. So we're going to go ahead and play that now. Neil, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
I hope to see you this weekend because I will be in and around the summit.
Is he going to be there? Are they going to be there? Is she going to be there? Are you going to be there?
We're working on it. Yeah, we're going to see what happens. I might even get up and speak a little bit. You never know. We'll see.
Fantastic.
Well, thank you. All right, guys, to Panama City Beach.
Hey everybody, this is Mike Aloia with American Hearts Radio Entertainment Network, and we are so proud to announce the Lucky 13. This is unbelievable. This is where bikers come out to play in Panama City Beach, Florida. Come on out April 25th through May 1st. This is going to be an unbelievable event Panama City Beach has ever seen. Thunder Thursday Bike Show, Saturday Contest Ironman Woman, live entertainment, full bar and beer garden. Full Throttle Magazine Southland, baby, the headquarters for Full Throttle Magazine, 15238 Front Beach Road across from Sharky's. Check out their website, www.lucky13pcb.com. Check them out on Facebook, the Lucky 13 PCB. Baby, this is going to be an unbelievable event, and we are so happy that we're going to be out there. Me and my partner, Batman of Jax, is going to be out there in Panama City Beach. That's right, and we're raising money to help Jimmy Van Zant. That's right, he needs help because he has liver cancer, and we are going to help that man raise money to save his life. And also, performing live Thursday night, April 28th, the Kentucky Headhunters, baby. Oh my gosh, this is going to be awesome. April 25th through May 1st, it's going to be the Kentucky Headhunters. Also, they're going to be having the Toby Jugs Band. We love Toby Jugs. We jammed to them on American Hearts Radio, baby. Also, they're going to have Skinny Molly. So come on out. That's right, where bikers come to play in Panama City Beach. Live music all week. Oh, wow. Can't wait to see you out there. Friday, Freaky at the Tiki at the Lucky 13, Panama City Beach, Florida, baby. We'll see you out there. Tell them American Hearts Radio sent you. Rock and roll.
Well, guys, we are back. We're going to take a quick minute here to check in with Miss Jessica Allgood Williams. It's all good. My enthusiasm knows no bounds. That's okay.
Your birthday's right around the corner.
I know,
so,
exactly. Like tomorrow around the corner. So the hours are just ticking away. I'm practicing right now for my forgetfulness tomorrow.
Yeah.
You got to be prepared.
Really strong.
All right, guys. So, just because with one of my first guests, she was on my first episode, I wanted to check in because, she's a featured bit now on featured segment now. I mean, what do you guys call it? A bit segment?
So,
something like that.
That sounds professional to me.
Yeah, that sounds fair. A featured segment on the Audioprism Show, and we will have that live segment for you in a little bit. But I wanted to check in and see what you are doing now, what you have been doing since we first talked.
All right. Well, let's see. That was that December?
November.
All right. Since then, had a sold out show in Marietta, Georgia, Cosmopolitan Restaurant. That's been going really nice. Then I got to travel to my hometown in South Carolina, and I finally got to do comedy there. Yay. Since I started doing this thing, people have been like, Jessica, we're going to come home, we're going to come to the college town. So I got to do that. That's been nice. Of course, got started doing the segment on the Audioprism Show. Yes. Just getting booked to do segments and routines here and there, and it looks like I'll be doing another 1 hour special coming up next month. Yay. And I should be performing at the Strand with several other comedians, so that's about to come out.
And that's the Earl Smith Strand Theater in Marietta, guys. It's historical. It's old. A gorgeous one. Yes.
Really pretty.
It is excellent.
Nothing's knocked it down yet.
And you're going to be at Cosmopolitan April 29th, you said?
Yes. That it looks like we literally just locked in the dates, so we're going to start pushing that soon.
So you got to keep an eye out on Jessica Allgood Williams on her. It's all good, Jessica. It's all good. I'm doing it on purpose. We're going to fight later.
You are?
No,
I wasn't ready.
I just wanted to terrify her for a second, guys. But okay. All right, guys, so I'm going to be talking for a little bit now about Georgia Event Specialist. Ooh. So I'm going to excuse Miss Jessica for the moment, and then we will bring her back on.
Right now, or do I wait for the music to come on?
I'm gonna excuse you for a minute.
So nothing's coming to...
Since we had a change in the lineup, we're doing one of those awkward Jessica oozing out of the frame transitions. Actually, she makes it so smooth, it's not even awkward. All right, well, David Morris, who was also supposed to be with me, he was unable to make it today as well because of a humanitarian endeavor that he was part of today. And so I wanted to talk to him. He is the owner of both Georgia Event Specialist and Area 51 Presents. And him and I have been in deep talks so that I, too, can offer my corporate clients access to some amazing things that he's brought on board in his company. He does large-scale production. Now, I'm talking when you go out to festivals, when you go to events of 500 people or more. I mean, he also does the small stuff as well, but when you're really looking for your shock and awe, you need to impress your clients and your guests. These are really professional. They've been doing it for over 10 years. I've worked with them on a variety of events. They've actually done the lighting and sound for the Jingle Mingle for the last 5 or 6 years, I believe. So, what I want to talk about today with him, he is not here to talk about. So what we are going to do is take a couple of looks at what he has to offer you guys for large production needs. And so we've got a couple of pictures that we're going to put down here. And we're going to start off with this. And so you can see here where this is a really, really great little package. And then we'll go to the next picture, which is, obviously this is some of their moving headlights here. So these things actually move down. They program them to be on a DMX controller so they can do different types of shows and effects throughout it. And you can see where they've got the disco ball hanging as well. So you can get really classic with your light. Great for bar mitzvahs, great for corporate events. Let's go to our next picture here, where you can see some of the LED wall in action. You really want some amazing things. This LED wall will impress your guests like there is no tomorrow, and it's programmable, and you can put all kinds of different things on there. So let's see, what's our next picture here? And this is an example of the line array of speakers, which you'll see going down the right side of the stage. They obviously had that on both sides of the stage, and a large video screen as well. So you can see how you can incorporate that into an outdoor event. Alright guys, if you want to find out more about them, you can look below in the links if you're watching the re-upload, and in the meantime you can look for www.georgiaeventspecialist.com or go to www.area51.com. Also, please check out their latest endeavor, which is the Lakewood Environmental Arts Foundation project, and that is an artist colony slash soon-to-be organic farm slash meeting of creative and helpful minds, and they actually take food donations and distribute them amongst the artist community. So if you want more information about that, send me a message and I will definitely put you in touch with them. So if you want to help, you want to sponsor, or you're in need, you need food, you need, maybe some help finding, some connections or something to help you out, they are an excellent group to work with, and just such great people. So now I'm going to go ahead and have It's an All Good Minutes with Jessica Williams.
Hello again, I'm Jessica All Good Williams, and this is the All Good Minute. Now, as you might have noticed if you've been paying attention lately, I like to bring positivity, give you things that make life good. So here's my advice for you today on how you can make it all good. People are always concerned about getting older, want to stay young forever and all that stuff. So with all the kinds of things they have, from aging cream to diets, I have some tips that can help you stay young forever. Number one, wear a bow. What? I know, right? But look at me. You're thinking, wow, she can't be more than 12. It's because of the bow. I'm actually 30. Ha! Ladies, try it. It's going to take at least 10 years off your life. Fellas, it might be a little bit awkward if you do it, but give it a shot. It's going to take time off anyway. Another way to make yourself feel and look younger, skip around. Just go around skipping. Who skips? Everyone stops skipping after they turn 6. So think about how much younger you'll look if you skip around. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, this is the one way to stay young forever. You don't want people to see you as old? Fine. Die young. Because let me tell you, no one's going to ever see you get to the next age. Therefore, they will see you stuck at the age that you died at. Now, granted, depending on how old you are when you die, you got to, gauge it a little bit. But now, I know you're thinking, Jessica, these are crazy. Well, I'm trying to help you out. If you got a problem with it, just enjoy however old you are, okay? Stop hating because you had a birthday. Be glad you made it, all right? And you're thinking, but Jessica, it's a birthday. Exactly. Personal holiday. Do it big. Take a day off. If they won't let you off, stay off in here, okay? Show up to work. Dress how you want to. Put your feet on the desk. Walk around with cake. Light it up every time you need a wish. I think I want a car. Walk out in the parking lot and maybe you'll see a car. I mean, it won't be yours, but there will be. Sorry. There will be cars. Other than that, you can either take this advice to stay young or take this advice to enjoy where you're at. No matter what you do, it's going to be good. I'm Jessica All Good Williams, and I hope it's good with you. If it's not good with you, then nobody was asking you in the first place. Bye.
Gotta love that. It's an all good moment, or excuse me, it's all good minutes with Jessica Williams. I cannot talk today, but that's what happens when you have 5 events in 4 days and a lot of talking. I mean, a lot of talking. Okay, so my next guest is LaMonte Ponder. I've been fortunate to know him for probably about a year now, maybe a little bit more. Anyway, I am lucky to know this man. He has not only got a great heart, but he's extremely talented. He's a choreographer and dancer at Excel Talent Agency. He's been an active dancer throughout his life. He served as the stepmaster choreographer for Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity, has choreographed winning routines for the Miss Athens pageant and the Bronner Brothers Barber Battle, and I believe that was 3 years in a row. He's proactive in his community, encouraging children to follow their dance dreams. So we're going to bring him on up now. All right, Monte, welcome.
What's
Yay.
going on?
I'm so glad you could
So
make it.
good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes,
Thank you for
indeed.
having me.
So we have some serious cred, like I said. I watch him dancing all the time, and you can go on YouTube and you can see a ton of his dance moves. And we're going to look at one of those in a minute. But I'm going to say, first, you started dancing at a young age around your church and your family.
I did. I come from a family of entertainers and people that just love to express themselves. So, my grandmother would make me and my cousins get up and perform for the rest of the family or visitors. If there's a family reunion, you best to believe we would be on stage doing something, whether it's singing, dancing, reacting skits from funny movies. So, I think when you come from it, it's easy for you to forget it because you're just comfortable in it.
Right.
So I had to rediscover the dancing and the singing on my own. So I went to UGA. So that's around the time that I really started getting back into it. I was studying to be a doctor. I thought I was going to go save lives. But my heart wasn't in it, I wanted to help people. But I think once I tapped back into dancing, somebody invited me to a random rehearsal for a dance company at UJ, which was called Pomoja Dance Company. Shout out to PDC.
Yes.
And I owe it to them. They kind of really got me back into the groove. And from there, I just kept meeting different people that inspired me to do more. So by the time I graduated from college, I knew it was something that I wanted to commit to. I was traveling from Athens to Atlanta to train.
Yeah, I was going to ask you how the Miss Athens pageant came in, because I was like, that's going from Atlanta to Athens is pretty far.
UGA's in Athens, Georgia.
Yes.
Shout out to the Bulldogs. So just being there, I got connected with a lot of people. That's how I finally was able to join my wonderful fraternity, Kappa Alpha Psi. Shout out to the bros. Yo. But I met a girl, and she wanted some choreography. She said, hey, she knew I was dancing. She knew I was a dancer. She's like, can you choreograph this routine for me? I'm competing for Miss Athens. I was like, sure. And she's like, I want to do Michael Jackson. I was like, you want to do Michael?
High aspirations. Dream big, people, dream big.
And we did Michael. And she won.
What song?
She did Annie, Are You Okay?
Ooh, Smooth Criminal.
Smooth
That's
Criminal.
Smooth Criminal, yes.
Yeah, so she had the hat, she had the gloves, she brought the glove out in the briefcase, put it on. She was really dramatic. She was on. So those are like my beginning steps when it comes to like being a creative mind, a creative director, choreographing, setting things on stage. I got to do that often at school in the dance company.
Yeah.
So I was kind of just really ready for it by the time I was done with school.
Don't ever discount the free experience you get at school, guys, because, take advantage of that while it's being offered to you free, and you have the space, you have the equipment, you have the music, you have the lighting, you get to learn all those things.
You get to mess up. You just get to, it's the only, I tell people, college is the only environment that you can be around so many different people in one small environment and just be yourself or not be yourself or figure out who you are, and you're really not penalized for it.
Right.
It's like your job is to become who you are in college,
How long ago did you graduate?
2010.
Okay, so.
And fresh after that, I moved back home. Like maybe that summer, I auditioned for Excel Talent Agency and got signed. I was probably one of the only male hip hop dancers that they signed in that audition. And since then, I've just kind of been going for it. I got offered classes at Gotta Dance Atlanta Studios, which is where I teach now.
That's actually where I got that picture from.
Every Tuesday from 8:30 to 10 p.m. Meet me at the Mirror. I teach an intermediate and advanced hip hop class. But so teaching is my life. I love being an instructor, and I love being a student. So when I'm not teaching classes, I'm taking classes.
Yes.
So I can grow and still book these jobs and gigs and auditions. You're forever a student. You have to be.
And you have to be. It's the
In
only
any-
way you
in
get
any
better.
field,
you
you
learn
know?
when you teach. So
Awesomely.
Who are some of the artists you performed with recently? I do recall Chris Brown.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So I have been doing some wonderful background dancing and work for a female group called Levi Johnson. And they are being choreographed and creative directed by Jamaica Craft, Brandon Jones, Mario Tyler. These are big names in the industry right now. So I've had the pleasure of working under them. And they've opened up for Chris Brown. They've opened up for Monica. So, you know, they've been keeping me busy this year. So shouts out to them for just the opportunity to continue to grow as a dancer and to watch people that I look up to as choreographers doing their thing. You know, so I'm, you know, even me, I'm still learning. I'm still in it. I'm still hungry myself. You know?
Right.
Outside of them, I've done some background dancing for Kelly Rowland of Destiny's Child overseas. My first major gig took me out of the country. I didn't even have a passport. I had to get one. And I think it was like, that was when Atlanta had that blizzard a couple of years ago. I was like,
which
one?
I know,
it was the one that shut the city down.
That was last year.
Last year, no, it was
2014,
horrible.
just 2 years ago. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm we're in 2016.
Really bad. But you know, it's a blessing to say that you know, my passion, my dancing has allowed me to travel the world and to meet new people, and I know this is just the beginning for me. So I'm just want to stay humble, and I want to stay hungry, and I want to network. You know? So
let's check out one of your studio videos here. He posts these routines quite often, guys.
Every week.
Definitely. And you follow him on Instagram. Or Facebook. Instagram.
At Ponder the Wonder. My last name is Ponder. Full name LaMonte Ponder. At Ponder the Wonder is where you can find me on Instagram and Twitter. So check out my videos. I teach every week. Like I said, I got it in Atlanta Studios. Be on the lookout for my website. My brand, Ponder That. If you can think it, you can believe it, you can achieve it. We got some big things coming, but check out the dance moves.
Yes, moves. So good we were hitting the start on that one twice.
It's okay. Watch it. Get into it.
Okay, so obviously you have a lot of dancers that you work with, and now I know one thing that I see at a lot of events is, you know, people, you know, you always have those wallflowers and people hanging around, and you're always like, oh, we got to get them on the floor. And, you know, from a DJ perspective, we're always like, when they get drunk, they'll dance.
Right.
You know, and it really is like that, because people are, by and large, extremely shy. But you can get dancers like LaMonte and his troupe
you never
to
have
act
to
as
worry.
party starters.
You never have to worry about that kind of energy. When it comes to dancers and artists, I feel like we're always looking for an outlet to express ourselves. So you cannot put us in a room with music and keep us still for long. It's not going to happen. We're going to get up, we're going to dance. Anytime that I'm anywhere bartending, my friends know that they can come out and have a great time. They'll come out and they will dance, you know, because that's what we do. I mean, we get paid to do it, but, you know, it's our passion. Like, we love to do it. So whether the money is there or not, it's going to happen, you know? So, you know, I love that. I love that. The following is strong, and I appreciate my following and the support from all of my fans, all of my friends, and associates. If you see us coming, be ready to party.
Yes. So people can come and learn from you with your teaching. We can obviously grab you for parties to get people like woo and pumped up and excited.
Absolutely.
And
I also offer privates. People tell me all the time, hey, you know, I know that you dance professionally, but I love to dance, but I haven't done it in a while. Do you offer private classes? Absolutely.
Yes.
I charge by the hour. We can work that out based off of your budget. You know, everyone is at a different place in their life. Whether you want to get into dancing for fitness, whether you want to get into it to train, to become maybe a professional one day, we can do that.
Yeah.
So I offer private sessions. Absolutely. Just contact me at Ponder the Wonder. Come take my classes, Intermediate Advanced Hip Hop, every Tuesday from 8:30 to 10 p.m.
And that's at
that Gotta Dance Atlanta Studios.
Dance Atlanta
Gotta
Studios.
Dance Atlanta.
Yes. Now, meet me at the mirror is his catchphrase
That's
for
my
that
slogan.
because you're in front of the mirror
You're in
and you're
front of the
dancing. So
mirror.
everybody's going, what does that mean? Well, because you learn to dance in front of a mirror so you can
front of
see
the mirror.
yourself.
Meet me at the mirror.
Make sure.
You're
Yeah,
gonna see me at
meet
the
with
mirror. We're gonna stretch, and then we're gonna get to it. So always be ready. Always be ready.
Well, thank you so much for coming and playing with me today because it's always so much fun to really get into these different things. You know, I did a lot of dance classes growing up, and ballet, tap, jazz, Hawaiian, fusion, belly dancing. But all of that kind of stuff when I was 12, and my passions kind of went into a different direction. But
Once
I
a dancer,
still,
always a
yeah, I was
dancer.
going to say I still super love to
You have
dance.
a dancer's
I do.
heart, and it comes
Yes.
out, and it comes out through what you do.
Yes.
You know, you are amazing at what you do. You can't to see her behind the ones and the twos, then you really, really feel it. You know, so I have a respect for all artistry. So thank you.
Yeah, we all work. Yeah, we all need each other.
We do.
As
we do.
artists too.
We all we got.
All right, Miss Jessica, come and join us back up here, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 5 of the Audioprism Show. We hope we got you some great things. Don't forget Global Humanitarian Summit this Saturday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, as a matter of fact. And join us at all the places that we are. You can find us. Go downstairs. Go down below and find the links in the description. Thank you, guys. Yeah.
All right,
The on-site stuff. And there we go.
Live selfish.
Shameless plug.
Shameless. Absolutely.
I think I got a booger.
We love you.
Sorry. Yeah.
Love us.
Oh,
Boogers
that's
and
a
all.
different kind of
Flaws and
plug.
all.
Thank you so much. We'll see you next month.